This is a Sunday afternoon. I've already spent some time in the sun. It was just glorious, beautiful, beautiful. I've put that in another video which I've already put on YouTube. Now I'm back inside. I was listening to some music earlier on, but I had to turn that off because I want to make a little recording. And I'll use something I saw last night as a starting point. And further in the video, which should be just a few minutes long, I'm not going to make a prediction how long it would be. You will see that I already selected the websites and the web pages to visit. So last night, through this Twitter account, which has 25.5 thousand followers, Architect Older, I saw the image of the Louvre, and the only comment by this person is Louvre, the French and their architecture. Let us open this. I found this image, like so many others, to be so pleasant to look at. I'll write that right now. So pleasant to look at. It is magnificent. Thank you. Now that I've expressed my sentiments, but there is more I'd like to observe about this image. I looked at this image, and what I could make out last night was that the image is taken from this level, the level just above the ground level. So at the ground level you have all these doors and windows. And then as you come up higher on this level, you have these lights, the door, the windows to the side, and this path, the staircase. It's just amazing. Look at how gradual the ascent is, and then goes around in such a pleasant shape, and then the descent is so pleasant. And what it would look like in the evening when the lights come on. So many lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and these lights in the center upon the pillar. There's a capital, and then these lights are put on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights here. It would look absolutely beautiful. And this image, this picture is taken from this level. The photographer would be standing where we are viewing the image from. And it's from behind the glass. You can see there's a reflection which the image has captured. And you can see the fence, the spikes on the fence. And you can make out some natural light in the reflection. So there's a reflection here, there's a reflection here, and there's a reflection here, and the photographer would be standing somewhere over here to take this image. Excuse me. And yes, while I'm making this video, if you get some sounds from the outside, because this is a condenser microphone and it's very sensitive, so it picks up sounds from even across the street. And that is something that just happens. So just wanted to mention that. Coming back to the image, just look at that. The sculpting and the shapes on the exterior is just amazing. If I were to open this image in a new tab, and here you can really take a look at these designs in the exterior. Is there any accomplishment in modern architecture to compare with this? Any? None. None whatsoever. Just look at this. Imagine if you were living in a place like this. What would you think, or how would you feel in the morning waking up and walking around in a place like this? Like the Louvre. Just incredible, isn't it? So I did a little search, obviously, and it even says results near New Delhi. Well, there is no Louvre Museum in New Delhi or nearby, but this is exceptional architecture. So I did open, like you see there are some 19 million results, I think. So I did open the official website, and right on top I think you can see this, it says vaccine pass. In line with government recommendations, all visitors to the Louvre aged 16 and over must show a vaccine pass. All visitors aged between 12 and 15 years inclusive must show a European health pass. That's something you would not have seen at an earlier time. But now these rules are implemented. The museum is open today from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I would assume anyone going to this to the Louvre Museum would first take a look at the website. It's a gorgeous website. Of course, it has to be. And you can learn a lot from the website itself. Very, very simple introduction. Welcome to the Louvre. There are plenty of good reasons to visit the Louvre. So many works of art to discover in this fabulous museum that used to be a palace. No doubt about that. So plan your visit in advance to make the most of it. Why not pick one of our visitor trails to follow a theme-based tour? And when you need a break, where better than the museum's restful gardens? Indeed. How much effort goes into keeping this place up? And well, it's a place worth keeping up, of course, but it's the pride of France, this place. And then you can have an online tour of this place. You can look at, you can follow them on all their social media channels if you come to this site. By the way, I'm going to put the links to these pages in the video description, as I always do. And this is the Britannica, the online encyclopedia. So Louvre Museum, Paris, France. Louvre in full, Louvre Museum, or French Musée du Louvre. Official name, Great Louvre or French Grand Louvre. National Museum and Art Gallery of France. House in part of a large palace in Paris that was built on the right bank side of the 12th century fortress of Philip Augustus. It is the world's most visited art museum, with a collection that spans work from ancient civilizations to the mid-19th century. And then you can read about the history of the building. And this article doesn't appear to be very long, so you can take a look at the images, and you can take a look at whatever information there is. Of course, the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci is at the Louvre Museum, and as famous as that museum is, so is that painting. It's almost adjacent, the memory of the two. You think of the Louvre Museum and you think of Mona Lisa. So that is all I want to share at this time. I've spent a little over 11 minutes, and I'm going to stop the recording now. It all started from here, from this one tweet. But if you want to learn something and you're on a desktop like I am, it can be the start of a journey. You can start learning about things right from a small starting point. And I often think of Twitter as a starting point, not the end. It's often a start from where you can research more. So I'm done with this video, and I hope you benefit by watching it. So thank you for your time, and goodbye.